Hello everyone and welcome to our video series Sala de aula digital. Today we'll be learning subordinate conjunctions. At the end you will have a small exercise for you to practice. If you want private lessons, please send an email to saladeauladigital2020@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Shall we begin? Lesson number 13. Lição número 13. Today, we will learn what a conjunction is, what are the subordinate conjunctions in English, and their usage. Let's take a few examples first. You should take an umbrella because it will rain today. Repeat. You should take an umbrella because it will rain today. This is Jim, who is my cousin. Repeat. This is Jim, who is my cousin. Once my husband finishes work, we will go shopping. Repeat. Once my husband finishes work, we will go shopping. You will be able to buy a car if you complete your driving test. Repeat. You will be able to buy a car if you complete your driving test. The responsibility is with whoever is taking care of the children. Repeat. The responsibility is with whoever is taking care of the children. I will take my dog to the vet before I go to the hair salon. Repeat. I will take my dog to the vet before I go to the hair salon. I eat popcorn whenever I watch a movie. Repeat. I eat popcorn whenever I watch a movie. The computer stopped working when the power cut out. Repeat. The computer stopped working when the power cut out. He will wait for his sister while she has her operation. Repeat. He will wait for his sister while she has her operation. After I read this book, my friends asked me about the story. Repeat. After I read this book, my friends asked me about the story. I held the spider although I was terrified of it. Repeat. I held the spider although I was terrified of it. Let's see first what a conjunction is. So what is a conjunction? A conjunction is the glue that holds two clauses together to form a sentence. Então, o que é uma conjunção? Uma conjunção é uma palavra ou palavras que são como cola que seguram duas orações para formar uma frase. Duas orações quais? A oração principal, main clause, que é independente, o seu sentido, e uma oração subordinada, que é uma oração dependente, acrescenta informação à oração principal. Quando juntamos duas orações com uma conjunção subordinada, esta conjunção tem duas funções. Primeiro, mostra a importância de uma oração independente, shows the importance of the independent clause. fornece a transição entre duas ideias numa frase, provides a transition between two ideas in a sentence e indica uma relação de causa, efeito, tempo ou lugar. So this transition indicates a relationship of cause, effect, time, place. Let's focus on the cause first. So take the example. You should take an umbrella because it will rain today. You should take an umbrella is the main clause, oração principal. Because it will rain today is the subordinate clause, oração subordinada, que começa com a conjunção because, conjunction of cause. And remember, here we don't have any commas, no comma here. Let's see another example for you to understand. As we were not invited to their party, we had our own party at home. As we were not invited begins with the conjunction as. So we have the subordinate clause is dependent from the main clause. We had our own party at home is the main clause. It's an independent clause. Quando se diz que há uma oração independente, significa que sozinha esta oração faz sentido. And then we have, of course, don't forget that you begin with the conjunction, of course. Here is at the beginning of the sentence. And as we have the conjunction at the beginning and the subordinate clause is the first one, you have to write down a comma. One more example. I decided to buy natural yogurt since John wants to be healthy. Now pay attention. I decided to buy natural yogurt is the main clause. It makes sense, this sentence alone. Since John wants to be healthy is the subordinate clause. And the conjunction of course at the beginning of the subordinate clause. No comma in this sentence. Let's focus on the effect. Let's take another example. He didn't feel very well, so he didn't visit us. Again, the same structure. He didn't feel very well is the main clause. This clause leaves alone. It has sense alone. So he didn't visit us. The subordinate clause that begins with the conjunction so. And so here is the conjunction of effect. And remember, when you have the conjunction in the middle, you have no comma to separate the clauses. Let's look at another example. He wanted to buy a new house. Therefore, he started saving up his money. He wanted to buy a new house is a sentence that makes sense. It's independent clause or main clause. Therefore, he started saving up his money is the dependent clause or subordinate clause. The conjunction of effect, therefore, and before therefore, you have to use a comma at the beginning of the subordinate clause. How about if we want to join the sentences with the conjunction of time. Now let's focus on time. Now take the example. I will take my dog to the vet's before I go to the hair salon. The same structure. You have first the main clause, I will take my dog to the vet's, and the subordinate clause to add information. Before I go to the hair salon. The subordinate clause begins with the conjunction of time, before. Now let's look in detail the conjunction of place. Focus on place. An example, I've hidden the money where no one will find it. I've hidden the money, it's the main clause, but I want to add more information, so I have to connect the two clauses with a conjunction. In this case, I have a subordinate conjunction of place, where, at the beginning of the subordinate clause. Here are the most common conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions in English. After, repeat, after, although, repeat, although, as, repeat, as soon as, repeat, as soon as, because, before, repeat, before, by the time, repeat, by the time, even if, repeat, even if, even though, repeat, even though, every time, repeat, every time, if, repeat, if, in case, repeat, in case, now that, repeat, now that, once, repeat, once, since, repeat, since, so that, repeat, so that, then, repeat, then, the first time, repeat, the first time, unless, repeat, unless, until, repeat, until, when, repeat, when, whenever, repeat, whenever, whether or not, repeat, whether or not, while, repeat, while, why, repeat, why. Now let's do a small exercise for you to practice and for you to see if you understood the lesson. Now fill in the gap. The basement flooded. We spent all day cleaning up. Fill in the blank with the subordinate conjunction. And the appropriate subordinate conjunction is after. After the basement flooded, we spent all day cleaning up. Good. Another sentence. I don't want to go to the movies. I hate the smell of popcorn. I don't want to go to the movies because I hate the smell of popcorn. Spring arrives. We have to be prepared for more snow. Now that spring arrives, we have to be prepared for more snow. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and follow the links below in the description box. If you want private lessons, please send an email. Bye bye.